Hey, welcome everybody here. It is Better Late Than Never. Here is your Thursday night ritual here on the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby, and of course, joining me as always, Mr. GQ Matthew Wayne Schuyler III. And like I said, better late than never here, Mr. GQ. We both had some busy schedules. Sorry, we didn't put up anything here because we didn't know what was going to happen for this week, but I decided we kind of need to get on to kind of talk about some things because some things did happen this past weekend and definitely need to be notated and let everybody know, and then see what all's coming up.
There is a first comment in the comments and everything. This one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So
they toggle my lawyer about a few things.
Yeah, it's Mr. Six Flags says, hi. Hello, Mr. Six Flags. And everybody's favorite referee whenever you want to get him in for cheap, Michael Lilly, with saying howdy from near Chicago.
You get what you pay for.
Oh, my goodness. That is horrible. So before we get in, like I said, there's some things that happen here around my residence, and some things were supposed to happen later this evening. As far as I was supposed to get a new appliance, which I did get it, but it was way earlier than anticipated. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. We're coming out swinging.
And that's why we had better refs at IEW this past weekend.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to have we're going to throw this up here for you right now, just so as we're talking things here. 314-764-5540. The lines are open and they are ready. They should be ready. And so they should be ready to go. So anyway, getting back to my story, which, by the way, kind of something that really set me off here today too, because the appliance I was supposed to get was a brand new dryer, which I did get, but they were scheduling for later this evening. That's why I wasn't supposed to, because I didn't know how we cut into this, but they came in way early when I had other work commitments. And I'm like, well, it's either they deliver it now or they can't wait until next week, which, by the way, I don't know if it's, with these contractors or anything else that can pull this type of stuff. But let me tell you, that doesn't really make for good customer service. And I paid for delivery and setup. So it's like, according to these guys that performed this task, they delivered it to my house, and then they set it around where it was supposed to be in that dryer area. And they said, okay, sir, have a good day. I'm like, okay, are you not going to put the feet on the thing? Are you not going to put the hose attached? I mean, my God. Yeah, blame Canada. Oh, my God. I wanted to look at these guys and say, hey.
What are you, a dumbass?
I mean, you're so fine. I paid for this stuff, man.
Well, I was more saying it because there's a Canadian in the chat.
Oh, hey. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, okay. Can't blame Canada.
It's actually a Canadian that people like.
Yeah. So needless to say, I mean, actually Mexico North. So needless to say, I gave, so I will say that I will never use Lowe's again for any type of buying for an appliance. I only got it because Home Depot had that same appliance too, but I would have had to wait 2 weeks instead of 1 week. So I went ahead and bought from Lowe's, and well, I guess I get what I pay for, So that kind of set me off today and threw me off, and I wanted to hit somebody so hard. But
what appliance did you get? Did you order the Damian Blade water softener?
I don't know the story behind that, so I'm not gonna say anything.
You missed Facebook Cribs with Damian Blade, and he was giving a tour of his crib, and he showed his official Damian Blade water softener.
Nah, any water that I bring into the house, I actually have a purified water system that I usually go out and buy stuff. So, it depends on who you ask, right? I felt like it, but I just wanted them to just to get out of my house. So it's like, and by the way, they were pretty rude anyway when they got there, and they only were there for like a minute, and I was still staging the area for the dryer and getting things ready. And they were pretty rude, and they almost wanted to just like leave. I'd only been there for 2 minutes, so yeah, they only ended up being there for like a total of 5 minutes. They hauled off my old dryer, and it's like c'est la vie, So yeah, I had to deal with some other things to make sure that dryer worked, but yeah, but nonetheless, here we're gonna move on here because this is all about trying to go over what happened here this past weekend, at least in the St. Louis area. And we definitely would like to get like anybody that's independent level that's beyond the St. Louis area, because trust me, we would love to get across the Midwest, and we would love for somebody to come on and the bright shining stars of the independents coming in here. So beyond the 25-mile radius. So just saying. Oh yeah. What's up? Yeah, Now I know where that Mr. Green Jeans came from, you jerk. Or from last week. Oh my God. Do we even need to bring up last week, GQ? GQ? Where did those conversations go? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, if we want to get more people to recommend, if there's any better dildo videos, I mean, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, I don't know.
We heard it went up the Canadian flagpole.
Yeah, right. Oh my goodness. So hey, what about? I wasn't there, but
it was a good show because of that.
Huh?
It was a good show because of that.
I'm not even going to argue with you today. I just don't have the energy for it. So what? IEW's got up and coming talent, but I mean they came back from about a 7-month hiatus because of this whole COVID situation, and we've got I guess some results to go over from that on that. So, but you were there. In fact, you're the one.
Yeah, I mean,
aren't you the one behind the
scenes? Hey, Aaron Wallace wasn't there. We had some other yard anyway. You know where I was going with that one.
Oh my God!
It was our debut show of sorts with crowning some champions. We had one other show like back in September, but an official debut show and opening match because I had to make some changes. Chaos was not able to be there, and I mean Chaos Gesture. Nobody wants that, And so Chaos wasn't able to be there because he was feeling the effects of when he was fighting a fire out in Litchfield, Illinois. So he wasn't able to be there. Thus, I had to pull him and Riot from the tag title match. Yeah. So I had to figure out what to do. So I had to pull somebody from another match. I pulled Douglas O'Shea from the match for the Midwest title. And I told him, it's like, I'm pulling you. You better make a phone call quick. Find a partner. And he found a monster of a partner. He chose the Monster Scar. So the tag title match ended up being Douglas O'Shea and the Monster Scar versus the I'm blanking out. Midwest Mercenaries?
Yeah, Midwest Mercenaries, yeah.
I should know this, but I mean, there's so many Midwest stuff, that's why let's make sure I didn't want to say the wrong name. versus Sabotage Squad.
Mm-hmm.
And due to Scar walking out on O'Shea, ended up him getting pinned and beat by the Midwest Mercenaries to become the first IEW Tag Team Champions. Next match, somebody I tried signing, and this was Teddy White.
White?
The Queso Kid. And
Oh, my Lord.
he came out, he got the crowd really behind it, and he faced Playboy Double H. Which, hold on. He Playboy Double H. Oh, because you see the PYT logo. Kind of. Actually, this kind of ruined some of those logos. Okay. And that's why I need to get those belts back from you guys now. I'm getting intimidated.
Here we go. It's more. It's getting real intimate now with the.
Oh, hold on. Somebody's trying to tell me how to run our show, so I'm just going to leave that up there for right now.
I got you.
Yep.
That's all right.
So, what else do you do with? Hold on, I actually want to know because whether or not I take this belt from him and everything. What else do you do with that belt?
Oh God.
Anyway, better buckle it up. That's not a cheap belt. So. Like I said, the next match was the Queso Kid, Teddy White, versus Playboy Double H. No contest. It was Double H that won. But he was real pissy after it.
Yeah.
And then after that was another one that Shaft signed. Wasn't happy about it because we had El Ride versus Tommy Davis.
Right, yeah, Tommy Davis.
Unfortunately, Tommy Davis won that match.
Yeah.
So right after intermission, and Playboy comes out running his, because we only had 2 other matches booked after that. But Playboy comes out running his mouth, but fair that he was. I mean, Playboy is a top talent. And one of the best in the area, just have to say. I mean, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Winning a better match caliber since it's supposed to be Illinois Elite Wrestling.
You looking at this? Oh my gosh. There's one song that's in my mind when I'm reading all this. And people, let me tell you about my best friend. Doing things together in a freaking video montage. That's all I'm thinking. That's all I'm picturing right now. Sid Holland and his IEW tag belt. Forget Jake Prater. Just me and the belt. We're just going to the park. We're gonna go eat a hot dog and. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Hopefully no chocolate sauce though.
Stop. Hopefully no whipped cream either. Hopefully it doesn't get the page treatment. Anyway, so he was out running. It was supposed to be, elite talent, and he got stuck with that. He came all the way from Florida and everything. Kept talking until somebody decided to accept a challenge for a better match with him. Out came War.
Oh, wow.
And they went all over the place. It ended up being a double count out. Michael Lilly, this is why I'm not booking you. You can't shut the hell up. Let it go.
Oh, yeah. Did you see this one?
You know what? At least Sid has something to violate.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, Tiffany. Not this show. I also tried to talk on it. No. Hold on, Aaron Wallace. Shut up. Just shut up. didn't run them out of the building. They brawled out of the building, but still, Playboy stood tall. I will explain why, because video footage will be coming out at some point soon. I'll say, oh, what the hell? Oh, get Sid off of here! Man, this is the 1 week now. I wish I actually had access to that soundboard again now. Michael Lilly, it's okay. Don't cry. You know we love you.
Oh yeah.
But so brawled all the way around, got a double count out. The next match was for the Midwest title, which was Big Money Brent. Not to be confused with the other one that was in here earlier. That's No Money Brent. And versus Pretty Boy Floyd. And our new first Midwest IEW Midwest champion is Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta bring up that last one first. I'll let Sid say that one. Yes, we do, Michael. It's okay.
Yeah, we do. We're always having fun, man.
You know we'd have you booked and everything if you didn't have another show that we'll be talking about after this in a second. So, and then the main event was kind of upsetting to me at least, and we all know why when I say it. It was Tyler Bodine versus I wish Playboy was here right now to tell me what the name was again of the other guy that he faced. TP Beckham. No, PT Beckham. And it was for the number one contender for the heavyweight title once we crowned that person.
Yep. Oh man.
Can we boot Sid off of here, really?
No, not really.
You sure?
Really. Nope.
You have reached the transmitting signal for the big giant head.
Stop.
Woo. Wow. Sid's been very
Don't
busy.
make fun of like that. That's morbid to do that.
Sid's had a very busy past 5 days. You know, only being
He has no life, is what it is. You know.
I mean, I'm sure he takes his boat to
So
work.
the main event was won by PT Beckham.
Oh man.
So he is the number one contender for the IEW title. Now, IEW business aside now, I will say that I don't think Elrod may be back at IEW because he kind of tripped and fell, and all of us, like me and O'Shea and Playboy, we tried to help him up and everything, but then his guys kind of ran trampling over him. That's how it's going to go. That's how I'm saying it happened.
Oh.
Yes, Hope. Sid is on a roll. It's a jelly roll, but it's still a roll.
So it's the pot calling the kettle black, but we're just.
So we all recall what happened to Damian Blade recently because of Beckham and some of the other CHWA scum decided to jump Damian Blade after the WPW show.
Yeah.
We just wanted to make sure Elrod made it safely because, you know, people like to jump people, and, you know, that's just how it happened.
Well, yeah, people
Video footage will be coming out soon. Just trust me.
I'm sure there will be. But so next show for IEW is I
Hold
think
on.
there's wasn't there.
Hold on.
I thought there were 2 confirmed dates.
There's an app for that. Next IEW show is going to be June 26th.
Okay. I also thought I saw June 19th here as well, but I don't know.
No. June 18th is what you saw.
Yeah.
for your other group, MMWA.
Oh no! Well, by the way, no, that's a Friday to begin with. Number one, number two, I thought we only work Saturdays. And what I will mention about that before we get into last weekend with MMWA, the next show is actually June 12th. Tickets go on sale for that show this coming Sunday at the South Broadway Athletic Club from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Once again, that's this coming Sunday, Saturday, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Tickets will go on sale. Once again, all tickets are at $10 from that. So, and before I got to read this before I go any further. Oh my God. Oh, wow. What?
No.
Where does the
hold on. I want to bring up this one. Hold on. I want to bring up this one. Lily, we only showed them exactly what they try to do to others as well. I mean, so it's not really wussies when we're dishing at them what they try to dish out.
Very true.
No, fans are not throwing eggs. Fans would be thrown out of the building if they throw anything at PYT or any other wrestlers, or coming into the ring or anything like that. I can keep going. It's not worth my time. So,
yeah. Well, people are going to have their tactics. People are going to try to get their advantages, and this is going to be interesting for one reason. And also, hopefully, on this June 26th show, there's going to be, with
June 19th is ACW in St. Clair, Missouri.
Right. I know June 19th is ACW, right, in St. Clair.
And June 18th is MMWA. IEW is June 26th, which, give me a second, I'll find out where that is.
Oh, my Lord.
There's an app for everything, okay?
Yep. Even. Yes, it is. But hey, once again, if anybody's got anything to chime in, once again, 314-764.
Hey, Playboy, hold on. If you're watching, we'll bring you on to the show. Let us know.
Right.
Send you the link.
Yeah, and we'll change out of this, and we'll go to a different background, and God, really? All right.
Yeah, but I'm like a walking tripod, bitch. So.
Yeah. Hey, this guy?
Nope. GQ has never met him before in his life.
I bet.
June 19th is new.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So hold on a second. This is breaking, and I'll get to it. But apparently, what Mr. Lilly was saying is actually true, and I'll get to that here in a minute. But we'll want to go over the what happened here this past Saturday. So we'll get into that. We're going to get up in upcoming shows. We're about done. Well, I mean, we're excuse me. This is another reason, guys, that I didn't know, because I started coming down with a possible sinus infection or a bronchial infection, but I fought it. I'm fine. Now I got to deal with the change in this weather that keeps coming back and forth, and dealing with a slight cough. Don't worry. Those who are COVID frightened or COVID triggered, don't worry. It's nothing to do with COVID, okay? I'm fine. I've been tested. Everything's good, okay? But
we found out there was nothing else up there when you got up there, so.
What are you saying?
No brain.
Yeah, says you. shut up! I'm moving on. I am moving on. All right, guys. So, MMWA this past Saturday, once again. And also, just to let you guys know, for these ticket sales upcoming for this June 12th show, they have added 25 more seats. So they are expanding the capacity limits a little bit more month by month. So there will be 25 more tickets. They did sell out 2 days before the show actually started. So it was a sellout show last Saturday, and more than likely it will sell out again. So, but as of, excuse me while I sip this real quick. I've got a sip on my sister. That's a little 90s for you. But opening match was Switchblade Gary Shanks versus Gary Jackson. Gary Jackson with a victory here and keeping him on the roll. Yeah, we're just checking how do I get the tickets. So I'll go back over there here, Mr. Six Flags, after I go over the card here for you. So stay tuned in. We'll do that. Okay. So Gary Jackson over to Switchblade Gary Shanks. And I'm having a tough time getting to this next match because this next match, trust me, Flaming Freddie Fury versus Purple Passion. And you want to talk about two guys that I mean, literally it was a grope fest, and I can only watch part of it because I'm kind of stuff like that will turn me away, especially when it's two of the two guys that are not going to be back in the locker room around where I'm going to be, and I've got to keep my back to the wall at all times. So, but actually, those two ended up were fought to a double countout, no winner there, and which moved us all to the next match, which was myself, Rough Cut Rick Ruby, versus my very late announced opponent on last week's show, the Bomb Brian James, which was, by the way, the third. Yeah, this is the third week in a row I had to deal with Brian James. So
I'm going to wrestle him before you just hurt him bad. I mean,
yeah, I know. Well, he kind of slipped up again last week, and with trying to do a sunset flip late in the match, and I caved in his chest with a quick bonsai drop, and then I flipped him over, and I did a big elbow drop, and then a splash, and then I covered, and then I pinned him. So I got the 1, 2, 3, and some other fans were, for some reason, shouting in the stands that I pulled his tights. Guys, really, if I'm going to squash somebody and they're barely moving and it hurts for them to move and I can pin them, if they don't want to move, do you think they're going to really complain about me pulling tights? Do I really need to pull tights? By the way, Michael Lilly, you didn't see it anyway. You were the ref in that match, so you didn't see me pull tights, so you're good. Okay? So you can't trust the fans all the time, especially when they want Brian James to win. But, hey, here's a news flash. This weekend, I'm not wrestling Brian James. I'm not wrestling anybody. So Brian James gets a break from me. So good luck to you, Brian. Hope you have a better weekend this weekend. Before we get on to that. Yeah, I know. Lily said he would have DQ'd me if he saw. Yes, of course. Right. Just like, remember, Mr. Lily, I have the count of 5 if I'm doing a tactic that you do not like or any of the fans like. It's just the way I play. I play a little dirty. So that's just the way it is, my friend. But getting on to the next match, which was, I believe, it was a tag match, I do believe. Yes. It was Keith Smith Jr. versus the POD, Damian Cortez. That ended up being a DQ because there was a interference between that had come in, taking on a Keith Smith Jr. That interference came from Cayman and the Butcher, Damian Blade, known as the Reckoning. And apparently, Damian Cortez has now joined the Reckoning. So now the Reckoning down in MMWA is now a 3-man faction. So just to let everybody know. Let's see. The it's pretty bad that I don't know what happened on the event of. Yeah, so it was Damian Blaine and came in, the Reckoning versus Ricky Cruz and Demon G. So I think that match got thrown out. Yeah. So it was a DQ actually, with Demon G and Ricky Cruz because the Damian Cortez came down and fought again, and apparently Keith Smith Jr. came back down to do a save. Then the next match after that was for the vacated MMWA Heavyweight Championship. So it was between the Big Texan, your guy,
which I could have been there, but yeah.
Yep, and Moondog Rover. Well, apparently Moondog Rover was up to his old tricks again, and that crusty old 200-year-old bone that he got when he was a baby, he kept and brought with him to ringside. And apparently, from video footage, apparently had used the bone while during the match and knocked out the Big Texan temporarily. And Moondog Rover got the 1, 2, 3. And now, once again, your new MMWA heavyweight champion is Moondog Rover. And I think that's at least 3 reigns I remember that him having now. So he's definitely a multiple-time MMWA heavyweight champion. The tag match was won by Reckoning. Okay. Thank you very much for clarifying that, Mr. Lilly. Thank you. I couldn't remember that. So the last match of the night was the inaugural annual Tony Costa Memorial Battle Royal. And the winner of that was none other than the Butcher, Damian Blade. So Damian Blade having a very active night down at Broadway, ended up with the big trophy at the end of the night. So apparently this will be an annual event. So that was the first, and he was the first one to gather that trophy. As
he proves that he is a extraordinary veteran.
Yeah, an extraordinary veteran.
You like how I did that?
Yeah, that extraordinary veteran caught me off guard because I thought he was wanting to work double team on somebody. He ended up freaking throat thrusting me and then throwing me over the top rope. So thanks a lot, Blade. I appreciate it. Thanks for
ham hocks. Shut up.
Man, what's it with you and ham hocks? You shouldn't even look at me and compare me to ham hocks. Yeah, but why you got to compare me to a freaking ham hock? That's all I'm saying. So let's kind of talk about, and I don't have any much. I'm sorry, I didn't really have much time to prepare for this, but next, so for tickets for the next show for MMWA down at South Broadway, okay. Once again, the event is June 12th. Doors will open at 6. Bell time will be at 7 o'clock. Tickets go on sale down at the South Broadway Athletic Club this coming Sunday. So 3 days from now, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Ticket prices are $10 for all ages. Okay, and so there are still measurements, safety guideline measurements for COVID. So apparently for mask and everything else, if you're not indulging in a concession or beverage, or if you're at your table, make sure that you do have proper, with the mask and of protection. So they're still doing COVID guidelines down there, but you can obviously once you eat, you can't take the mask off, and when you're done eating and all that, make sure that you're protected back and putting it back on, which will be greatly appreciated, especially the ones that are creasing the tickets for 25 more people. So, but yeah, so yeah, and if you don't know the address of South Broadway Athletic Club is 2301 South 7th Street, which is in Soulard. So it's not too, probably about a 2-minute drive from the stadium, from Busch Stadium. So it is downtown. just south of downtown. The Soulard Market is on the same street as you would get to Anheuser-Busch. So if you're familiar from around that area, then that's where it's at, guys. And promised to be a stacked card. Now, Mr. Lilly did send me a photo. So apparently, let me pull this up. So the MMWA presents Live Pro Wrestling on Friday, June 18th at... Well, I would have to, oh, excuse me. I guess I should have. This could be the VFW. This could be an American Legion. Hold on one second. I'm going to go and try and get that. But it's going to be down in Jefferson County. So it is good. Let's see. Oh, actually, hold on one quick second. I typed in the wrong address. There's me, guys. There we go. And let's see.
I'm not sure that's the picture you wanted to post.
What picture? Okay, will you take that off? I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to make sure it's
quarantined. I can add 20 more, so.
That shit off of there, will you? God.
Hey, you know the only thing you really can't fight is a pencil.
Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. All right, so I don't know if that's Miller. Oh, it's Miller Drive. Okay. So the address I'm getting is 1515 Miller Drive in Imperial. So hold on a second. Or maybe it's Miller Road. So it's hold on. I'm getting it here. It'll tell me here in a minute. It might be it might be at that VFW or the American Legion down there, but it is an Imperial. We will post I think it's probably a good idea if once we get posters of the events coming up in certain areas that we need to post those. So I'm guilty of that. Let's see, the Merrimack. Okay, so it's so it's at the Arnold Elks Lodge in Imperial, the Merrimack Arnold Elks Lodge in Imperial, Missouri, 1515 Miller Road. So it's right off the West Outer Road along Interstate 55. So yeah, no, we're going to be down in Jefferson County on Friday, June 18th. So, so let's talk about another upcoming event. Hey, also, I know you may not be too hip on it here, GQ, but also let's talk about CHWA and let's get them out there because I'm sure your League of Veterans would want to come down there again and kind of pay a visit. Since
you may have triggered the wrong words to say and the wrong letters to say, because you never know, you might have some of the veterans showing up because of that. Just saying.
Well, yeah, I mean they may. So yeah, but let's see. So Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance course had started in every Sunday show. That is every Sunday afternoon. And they were even there last Sunday, even during Mother's Day. They will be there again. So it's $10 for adults, $5 for kids for Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance, which is 127 West MacArthur Road in Cottage Hills, Illinois. So you want to look that up. Once again, doors open at 3, bell times at 3:30, and there you go. So you want to catch Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance. And, of course, also, hey, never know, you may see the CHWA heavyweight champion, P.T. Beckham, there. You might want to tell your League of Vets that. So, but like I said, that's going to be every Sunday. Now, from what I've heard is that they're going to try doing a big event like once a month or like every other month. But oh my goodness, what's going on here.
Oh, what do you think is going on? Hey, I got Aaron Wallace's favorite person here.
Hold on.
I'm waiting for him to get situated because he doesn't know how to hold a camera, right?
Is it? It is. Oh my God. Playboy Double H, what's going on, man?
How's it going, fellas?
He was just talking about CHWA.
That garbage show? Come on. That's a bunch of trash.
Hey, you notice I've been waiting for you all night. See?
I've been busy. Let's put it that way. I've been busy.
Are you busy? Did you get all that L right off your boots? I mean, a lot of us stepped in that kind of stuff. I mean, that we saw out there.
You see, that's what happened, though. You know, they want to try to jump our boy Damian Blade, and you know what? Paybacks are a little harder, if you know what I mean. So, And you know what? I just have to make a prime example out of, you know, his so-called brother, because I'm trying to get my hands on Chris Exodus, and it just seems like the dude just keeps running from me like anybody and everybody from CHWA. You know, he talks about how he took me down when he did some kind of wrestling tackle, I should say. But you see, I tripped over his stupid little, I guess they're mats or whatever the hell they had around their little 2x2 ring. I tripped over my shoes, and he wants to act like he took me down like a real man that he was. He's lucky I didn't get my hands around his neck.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's definitely a pleasant surprise to have you on here, Playboy. And I know that
I don't know how he got the invite. I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay, right. And I never mind. And you're like you never know how you got. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Let's hear the results.
I can't say anything nice.
Hold on. You were trying to tell results about CHWA, so go ahead.
No, I don't know the results of CHWA. Unfortunately, I do not.
Nobody watches it. That's why.
Nobody wants to watch that garbage show. That's why we don't know any type of results from that show. They're non-professional backyard little punks. That's exactly what they are. They're not wrestlers. They're little backyarders that want to be just like us. That's exactly what they are. They're a bunch of nobodies trying to be somebodies. And especially their little leader, Chris Exodus, who I hope he shows up like he says he will with his boys, because if I get my hands on the little turd, I'm going to break him in half.
Yeah, well...
Call him a turd. You hear that?
Yeah, well...
He's just that little turd that you cannot just get out, you know, when you're sitting on the toilet, because that's exactly what that company is a toilet bowl. And he's just that little turd that just you cannot just push out. He just seems to just be right there. He's just a little turd.
Where it's an annoyance, it's a pain.
Yeah, he's
but not worth your time.
Yeah, he's definitely not worth the grunt. I mean, needless to say.
Oh God.
Hey, CHW is a big toilet bowl. That's exactly what they are, with a bunch of little turds that want to be somewhat popular, like yours truly. So.
Oh my goodness!
And I want to go directly to the leader, because I want to shut his little mouth. You know, he's the little fire in their little booties. He's the one who goes around talking all the smack, getting them all worked up. So I don't want to go through their whole little roster of turds. I want to go for the main turd. So that's why I'm coming at Exodus. He ran from Doug, but he's not going to run from me.
He sicked his boy Tommy Davis at Doug when they were there at the. Hold on, Aaron Wallace, you're not the leader of nothing, okay? Ron Peru don't even want you to lead them. So
speaking of another turd. And I call him as I see him. He's one of the biggest turds out there.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's talk about your this past weekend with IEW. Seem to have, I don't know how. I mean, how do you feel that you come off? I mean, do you think that maybe that eventually down the line you're going to have a shot?
I did feel bad about sending the Queso Kid, Teddy White after him, but he took quick work.
You see, the thing is I took the flight from Huntington Beach, California, because they told me that it was going to be.
Get the poop off the screen there, Ruby. Come on.
They said it was supposed to be the elite talent of Central Illinois. I show up and I wrestle some guy under him. I don't even know what he is. And they try to embarrass me. So not only did I come out, Mr. GQ, I don't know what you had up your sleeve, trying to throw me.
No, hold on. I just was booking. I wanted to bring in a new talent. I felt horrible about it. So
I felt like that guy was one of the turds from CHWA. I'm not quite sure, but
he actually has a personality at least. So I don't think so.
So I made my point across. I came out. I grabbed the mic like I always do, and I made Illinois Elite Wrestling understand who I am, and they better not waste my time. And unfortunately, for somehow, the guy that I had buried, 2 years ago, all of a sudden wants to come back, and he just cannot get away from me. And that's you, War. You want to continue to follow me. You want to continue to show up behind my back. You want to continue to show up in my dreams. Every time I hear that song, I cringe. And we got a little personal. And then you want to go to a DQ, but you know what? You've got time to heal your wounds, because I've got my eyes set on the IEW championship. I understand that one of the other turds from CHWA won the number one contendership. So you will be seeing Playboy Double H in that tournament, and Playboy Double H will win that tournament and become the very first IEW heavyweight champion. And then when I win that title, I'll get my hands on the other turd, the toilet paper, TP Beckham. And that's if the Butcher doesn't even destroy him when they finally meet.
Well, I definitely want to wish you the best of luck.
That's the thing. It's like I'd like to see elite talent in that tournament. You definitely won't see any.
The thing is,
you won't see any CHWA guys in it.
Well, yeah, they have no need. They just need to stay in their backyard, front yard, basement, whatever the hell they wrestle at. There's no elite talent in IEW, so pretty much I'm still waiting on my money from IEW for my time and travel going to their show on this past Saturday. So I do expect a check in the mail. If not, they will be talking to Blondie and the lawyers, because Virgil and I don't work for free.
Hang on to that dream, pal.
Dude, stop. Give Playboy respect that he deserves.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Hey. Oh my goodness. So yeah, also here, GQ, we've actually had another person who's not actually been on this show yet, who wants to come on and kind of voice a little wrestling talk here, but we'll get to that here in a minute. But Playboy, you also have some other news and or like some other agendas coming up here. This is going to get interesting here.
Whoa! Who the hell invited? Isn't it past somebody's bedtime?
No, it's nobody that's old. Sorry.
Yeah, we got the brick wall now because we're going to need it.
Yeah, we're going to
what
need
the
it.
hell?
Now.
Who invited him, Ruby? Seriously?
Oh, really? You put the biggest turd. Look, he can't even pay for his internet. The dude he's pathetic. You're pathetic. That's just you're pathetic. Why do you keep running from me, boy?
Hi, Ruby.
You saw what I did.
Hey, what's going on? It's Chris Exodus, everybody, from CHWA.
Hello, everybody. And just like that, I've made Playboy relevant in about 13 seconds.
Oh, get out of here, you freaking turd.
And as far as you go, GQ, you have no room to talk, dude. You literally look like the head of a dick. Shut up. Playboy, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Listen.
You talk real tough behind the camera and a microphone, boy.
Listen. It's really simple, buddy. Okay.
Buddy,
I said it. I mean, I could just call you a bitch, but I don't know what I can say on this podcast and what I can't. So
you say whatever you want, but whatever you say behind that camera, you need to say to my face when you finally actually see me face to face, you little punk.
Play bitch Double H. All right, calm down, buddy. Listen,
wow.
I said it on the Shaft podcast outside the ring SCL. No matter what promotion it is, no matter where it's at, you let me know. I'll sign it. It's done. It's that simple.
So don't we need to get parental permission first, or?
No, GQ, because unlike you, I'm a man with balls.
Yeah, so
Get them out of your mouth so we can hear you better.
Yeah.
That's
Good
rich
Lord.
coming from the guy using a webcam mic.
Well, Playboy Double H is on his phone, so he's on location. He's rented out the Motel 6 and hopefully get some on the side.
Hold on.
So
Give
he's a
him
lucky.
Give him a tour of your room. You all stay in Motel 6s. He doesn't. He stays in suites.
Exactly.
That's a Super 8.
Ruby, don't tell me you're falling like Shaft and actually support these little chumps. I mean, look. I mean, seriously.
I support
bitches.
wrestling in general, my friend.
They're
I
backyard,
do.
They're backyard little bitches that keep running, and especially this big turn right here. And actually, did you see the little footage of me whooping your little brother's little butt out in the parking lot?
You will soon.
I did.
Did you see that? Yeah, you're lucky you weren't there because I was coming from you. But you know what? If I have to make an example out of your little brother, then so be it. Because you keep running. You keep running from
Hey,
him.
my brother's his own man. I think it is funny you hit him from behind like a bitch, but
Yeah, I got your bitch.
and you had to have fat ass.
You
You had to have fat ass over that way help you do it. You couldn't do it like a man.
Oh, and you guys just took out Blade just by yourself, right?
I didn't do that. I was not a part of that. Get your facts straight.
Sure, I got your facts, little boy. I'll beat you in your own damn backyard. But then again, I don't want to lower myself to your level. You see, I'm
No. Wait a minute. He's got a point. So if Chris Exodus throws out the invitation to face you, Playboy, at a CHWA event, will you accept the invitation?
No, he won't.
I'm not going to step in that garbage. That lowers myself. That's like dropping a turd in that toilet bowl.
Man,
Hey,
you and
the guy who would rise from
Blade.
the ashes.
You and Damian Blade really must make a great couple because you both say the same shit.
But here's the thing: if he was to show up at CHWA, you guys would be actually popular for once.
Right.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you bring that up, GQ, because I know your fat ass was in Centerville, and we just happened to outdraw most other places around us. Just saying.
Yeah. Hold on. Why did you outdraw that? Because the vets were in the crowd. Not because
Oh my God! Oh my God! Did you hear the crowd? Nobody was cheering for you guys. Nobody cares about you guys. You're irrelevant. You're only relevant right now because my name's in your mouth and because PT's name is in your mouth. That's it. That's it. CHWA made wrestling cool again.
Yeah, cool again.
Because you guys killed it. You guys killed it.
The only reason why you have people in those stands is because the vets were there. You know it just as well as everybody else knows it. Nobody came to see that garbage. Nobody came to see that.
The funny thing is, you and Damian Blade always say I have no respect for vets, right? Well, Mr. Rick Ruby right above me is a vet. I have nothing but respect for him. You know why? Because he's not an egregious, arrogant little bitch.
Well, you talk real tough behind the mic. I cannot wait to see you.
Any promotion, anywhere.
Then you need to, and I don't care if it's in a damn parking lot. I'm going to beat the little shit out of you.
127 West MacArthur Drive, Cottage, Illinois.
You better hope I don't show up because I'll beat you around your own little backyard. I mean, I don't want to even downgrade myself to come there. That's the thing is, I'm more of a man.
The only reason we were there in Centerville is because we wanted to see better action over the strip clubs.
Exactly.
Something that you can't even get in yet. You're not old enough.
No, you see, GQ, the difference between me and you is I don't have to pay to get pussy.
Because you are one. Who the hell's calling?
You are what you eat. That's why you're a dick, GQ.
My God.
Boy, you're really talking like a tough guy, huh?
That's the thing. I'm not a tough guy. I'm just real. I'm just real.
I'm not impressed. I've seen your wife. Come on now.
I don't have. You don't have to be impressed.
Hold on.
I'm not trying to impress you.
Probably a bill collector.
No, no. Yeah, it was a bill collector, and then they hung up when I wasn't talking to him. So, hey, I pay my bills. I don't care what you all say. I pay my bills. But no. But hey, I mean, the invitation's out there, Playboy. I mean, I don't know, where do you want Chris Exodus to meet you at? Obviously, you don't want to come down to the ring.
I'm not going to wrestle in that toilet bowl arena they have. So if he wants to meet me in a parking lot somewhere, that's even better than CHWA, whatever.
Name a place.
I'll beat him in a parking lot. If you want to come to any other organization, a real organization outside of CHWA.
Can he come down to Huntington Beach?
Yeah, right. That gotta be ran
Yeah,
right
come
out.
Can he come down to your
Playboy.
mansion?
Neck
Can
of the
you
woods.
put out a poo-poo platter for him?
I will book my flight today. If you name the place outside of CHW, I will come there and beat your little
Well,
ass.
let's see. IAW, WPW. We could meet in a parking lot. We can meet at Walmart. I mean, it's wherever you want to meet. I'm cool with it.
you might get outside interference at Walmart.
We just got to make sure we wear our masks, or Walmart will kick us out. Anywhere, Playboy, anywhere.
You better just watch your back, dude, because stuff's just about to get personal, if you know what I mean.
Anywhere.
You never know when I might show up to your front door, and I'll just
Go ahead.
I'll just whoop your ass right there in your damn front yard.
My address is all over the internet.
And I'll finally shut you up for once. And then after I shut you up, I can't wait to watch Damian Blade beat the living shit out of TP Beckham.
You know, that is a cute nickname. That is a cute nickname. But I think you've got a warped sense of reality.
Hold on. That's why they stick together, Playboy. You know, you got the piece of shit and the TP. So, you know, it's a perfect match.
Yeah,
I guess that's why all the vets stick around Damian Blade, because he's the shit pile and you're all the irrelevant flies that just want the glory, huh?
I've been making glory since the first time I stepped in the ring. What do you have to say? You've done nothing in this business. Nothing.
Really?
You have done nothing but be a disrespectful little bitch.
No, I have not. I've been disrespectful to pieces of shit like you. But I've been nothing but respectful to guys like Rick Ruby, Frankie D, Izzy Blackwell, the list goes on. I just don't like people like you. You know why? Because you talk really tough and you act really cool, but all of you are the exact same. I've told you for 6 months now, anywhere, anytime, name the place, and you won't, because you're a punk bitch.
Any place outside of CHWA, because I'm not stepping a foot.
I just said anywhere. Doesn't have to be CHWA.
Why don't you get out of your wife's ass and come and fight me face to face? And it's
That's
not
such an original line.
It's not gonna be a wrestling match. It's gonna be a fist fight. It's going to be a legit.
Even better.
And here's the thing.
I cannot stand little disrespectful punks like you, and the way that you teach your roster and your boys and girls of pro wrestling how to disrespect us vets, and we need to put you little asses in your place.
I don't teach them to disrespect the vets. I teach them to not put up with shit from people like you.
Well, here's the thing, though, Exodus. The fact is,
here we go.
It would be stupid to show up at your place because you guys deal with gang mentality. How could he have a match with you to prove that he's? What the hell?
I don't have to prove that I'm better than him. If you put my name,
hold on a second.
Hold on.
I got to talk to my bill collector. You got the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Who's this?
When will Playboy ever learn?
Hang up on that little snot.
Will you hang up on this turd? It reminds me of Chris Exodus. Come on now.
Well, then you got two turds in the pod.
Why would we even attempt to even show up when you would just jump everybody anyway? It wouldn't be a fair fight with you and Playboy to begin with. You have to have all of your unbroken pieces of turds there, you know? So why would he even risk that?
Here's an idea, since you want it to be a fist fight. You know, there's this little organization over in St. Louis, Missouri called Shamrock FC. It's a cage fighting organization if you really want to fight. And that would guarantee nobody gets in other than just us.
You're too pretty to do that.
Yeah.
And the referee, of course.
Got a deal.
I don't want to mess with my face. Oh, shut up. Nobody's talking to you, you freaking turd.
And now, hold on. We got to give him a question. He's called in. So, Aaron, what's going on, man?
Well, Rick, I decided that maybe Exodus with Chris and Playboy might enter a steel cage match.
Yeah. So, Chris just put up the offer with Shamrock FC. I mean, who knows where else they might have a cage, but I think an octagon and knuckling up might have to do the trick, so no one else gets in.
Yeah, I really like that. Really like to
Actually,
take that off.
finding a cage might be good.
Doesn't WPW have a barbed wire steel cage called Escape from Skull Canyon?
The Skull Canyon match is officially retired.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they had to. Yeah.
Well,
Man,
maybe they bring it out of retirement.
You wouldn't even stand
Yeah.
a chance in that match, dude. You wouldn't even know what the first thing to do inside that match.
Oh, that's easy. The first thing I would do is punch you right in your mouth.
Oh, I wish you would. I wish.
Hold
I
on,
wish
Ruby, what's going on down below now?
All right, guys, we're going to add somebody else here to the stream here. Ladies and gentlemen, he has been a wrestler in the St. Louis area for a good number of years, and definitely in the 2000s when I was getting. So right now, the guy on the bottom left in the bandana, this is Mark Bland, everybody. Mark, welcome to the show.
What's going on, boys?
Hey, Mark. Yeah, so thanks for coming and joining in, man. So you wanted to get on the feed tonight. So what's on your mind?
Oh, I didn't know what was going on with you guys, man. I was just kind of checking out the show, and you guys were talking about a bunch of different wrestling, and now I'm definitely intrigued here. I feel like there's a potential for a Walmart fist fight.
No, it's gonna be a fist fight. Yeah, it's gonna be outside interference from his little turds. So that's why, you know what, Exodus, if you want to actually do it inside a steel cage, boy, I'd be more than happy to beat your ass in a steel cage.
Let's do it.
You find a company that's gonna put you in a steel cage, but first you've got to actually beat me one-on-one in an actual fist fight.
Well, the thing would be with that is I know what you do and I know what Damian Blade does. And if I go to promotions, you're going to use your little politics and keep me right out. So the ball's in your court now, Playboy.
This kind of affects a lot in some organizations. I'm just saying, but anyway,
yeah, because GQ, you would totally try to get that booked, right? You hate me and I hate you, right? I'm not stupid, GQ.
Who doesn't hate you? You're a piece of crap, dude.
I can tell you who doesn't hate me.
Disrespectful little shit.
Ruby doesn't hate me.
Oh, yeah,
I ain't nobody.
But
Shaft doesn't hate me. Izzy Blackwell doesn't hate me. Well, Izzy Blackwell doesn't hate me, and he lets his son wrestle at CHWA. How are you going to twist and spin that, dumbass?
Yeah, that's a shame. I'm a little offended on Izzy letting his son wrestle in that shit show.
Of course you're offended.
Come on.
Of course.
Yeah. So let's kind of invite Mark in on the situation. Now, Mark actually before, and actually I'm kind of intrigued about this because I believe, Mark, were you involved in behind the scenes with WOE Wrestling Over Everything? That was in Centerville?
Yes, I was. I was involved with that. Kenrick was the head of the promotion, and I kind of played a right-hand man for about a year and a half, almost 2 years with WOE.
Okay. Now, the thing is, I'm just kind of intrigued, and I don't think I really got the final scoop, but what exactly would happen with the landlord? I mean, I guess when COVID hit, then was just not able to get back to wanting to run the promotion, or?
The promotion was doing fine. We had planned on booking a little bit further out on our shows anyway. And then when COVID hit, we were also kind of on a downswing. So it was in the back of the mind of Kenrick to possibly, close up shop. And then when COVID hit, that kind of almost sealed the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah.
That was kind of like, okay, this was kind of going this way anyway. Financially, it was becoming a rough situation. So, these things. But when it all comes down to it at the end of the day, WOE was just a really great place to just do your art, to get in the ring and just do your art. We had some light storylines, but beyond that, it was decent. It was a very fun time, and it was great to work with, and it opened my network up a lot. I got to meet a lot of different and unique wrestlers who I never even worked around, and got to interact with them and kind of learn the new side of the business, you know, the younger guys, the way that they do spots and how they get together and how they grapple, just the way they set their matches up. What used to be just a high spot flash for us just to get, you know, a little a love from the crowd, man, that was like the biggest spot of the whole match. We would potentially just do a few enough spots to do it on the fly if we wanted to. And then we just look for that one pop. They're doing this like 4 to 5 times a match now. Like, this is a very consistent athletic style of professional wrestling that we have that has been increasing today. And, you know, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I love seeing the different people and the different characters and everything that goes on. But I also love to watch the guys fight. You know, that's why I got into the wrestling business originally. I just like to fight.
Yeah, you hear that, Exodus? We like to fight because I'm going to fight you. It ain't going to be no wrestling match, little bitch. I'm actually going to fight you, and I'm going to whoop your little ass.
I'm shaking in my boots. You say the same shit. You say the same shit that Damian Blade says, and you're not about it. Shut up.
Baby gets dollar every time he says it.
Then do it.
You keep hiding. You keep hiding. Send your little girlfriends, boyfriends out to find us.
Oh,
you
my
guys,
good God.
Where were you at this?
You want me to drop my address right now on this podcast? Because I'll do it.
I wish you would, because I'm going to show your front yard.
526 Wood River Avenue, Cottage Hills, Illinois, 62018. Go ahead.
Yeah. You better watch
your Playboy, you have to go to the ghetto for that one, so why bother?
Yeah.
Hey, bring your little bitch GQ with you, too. I'd love to smack him around.
I don't need to bring anybody to whoop your little ass. I'll tell you that.
Well, you needed a couple guys to beat my brother's ass because you're a little puss. I'm just saying.
Wow. So, Mark, if I can get your perspective, because you know you've seen things, you know, because with new guys coming in, and you know, obviously, you know, they're going to be what wrestling is going to be for the future. With the contrast of styles that are changing over, I mean, do you see wrestling still being as strong as it was like maybe 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, or do you think there's some work that needs to be put into it, and what do you think would need to be put into it to get to that level?
I feel for the last decade solid, wrestling organizations like WWE, I feel that they've actually been relatively consistent. We might not have always liked their storyline choices or the decisions that were made, but they've been fairly consistent and kept and maintained a pretty strong viewership throughout that entire time. Has things taken a little bit of a downturn right now? I think COVID with the whole Thunderdome, and I just the way that COVID affected the entire industry, indie side, professional, the big boy side, you know, the big leagues and shit, like it really swinged everybody's perspective. And I think what you're gonna see is, as we come out of COVID and these shows start to build back up and these guys get out there, and you got the different organizations that everybody's worked for, and they start getting moving, the excitement, I feel, is like gonna ramp up very quickly. And you might have already started to see that with some of these shows. Like you guys said you're CHWA, right?
Yes, sir.
And how would you say how many shows have you run in the last few months?
4
shows. And would you say that your clients or the people that come to see the show have been growing or consistently high in some regard?
Consistently growing.
Consistently growing.
Oh, come on.
Hey, it's on video, stupid. All you got to do is go watch it.
This is pathetic.
That wasn't directed to you, Mark. That was directed to the idiot to my right here.
This is pathetic. The only amount of people they ever had at their shows when the vets were in the crowd. The rest of these shows that they've had, they may be lucky to be in front of family and
You've
friends.
been talking to Douglas O'Shea too much because you're getting just delusional as he is. It's all on video. You cannot dispute fact.
You put your freaking family and friends in the show, dude. Come on. You don't have no paying fans to come and watch your toilet bowl show. It's
because my family is so big.
Can you pony up, put your big boy pants on, and come out of the backyard into maybe an IEW ring?
Okay, So I haven't been in a backyard since like 2015. That's old news.
Sorry,
Find something. Shut up, Playboy. Find something original to say for once, GQ.
But I just asked you a question. You think you?
I just
climb into
answered
the
it. I'm
IEW
not in a
ring?
backyard anymore. I would love to be in the IEW ring because I'm
You're
going to
in the
watch PT win the IEW championship.
Oh, you're so stupid.
That's funny. But tell you what, I'm trying to get some.
Hey,
you know,
he beat your boy Bodine, didn't he? Beat the bricks off of him.
man.
Bodine beat him around like a little bitch. This is exactly
But who won? But who won?
He had a fluke win.
No, who won? It's not
So
going
I'll
to say
tell you
fluke
what.
win in the fucking win book, idiot. It's going to say W.
Every squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Come on now.
Oh my God.
I tell you what, I'm trying to talk with the board of directors before Shaft gets involved with anything, and I'm going to try to see if we can bring you in.
Oh, of course, because you're trying to keep it away. You're a liar. Shaft would book it, get it booked. You won't.
Hey, Exodus, just talk straight to Shaft. Don't worry about this bald-headed shiner right here. Just talk to Shaft.
GQ, do you represent an organization?
I am the general manager of IEW.
IEW. Now
Illinois
we have
Elite
these two
Wrestling.
gentlemen here, and you guys do either of you wrestle for IEW?
Playboy does. He stole the show.
Playboy does.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So Playboy, if Exodus is interested in doing it in an IEW ring, you'd open those doors, right?
Oh,
I'm already trying to get the I's dotted and the T's crossed.
Anything outside of CHW, I'm not stepping a foot in their little 2x2.
I'm trying to make sure our insurance would be okay, because with him going to the hospital or you know, maybe the more, I want to make sure we're not going to get sued by his parents or anything. So,
hey GQ, let me ask you a question.
Oh Lord, here we go.
How good's your memory?
Pretty good.
He's trying to think about it.
It's pretty good. Okay. So, do you remember a little organization? I know you work there because I did too, called R blank W.
Okay, I try to forget some things though. So, but yeah.
And do you remember a little group called PYT?
It's a big group. It's a popular group. That's what he runs in.
So, then you would recall that the only time that Playboy Double H and Chris Exodus were in the ring together at the same time, Playboy Double H got laid out by a kick from me when I was in the Fallen Angels at R blank W. Now hang on. Now let's fast forward years later. Let's fast forward years later to Centerville. Who ended up on their back?
I tripped.
You tripped. Okay.
Tripped
Who ended up?
little...
Who ended up on their back though? Doesn't matter how you got there. You ended up on your back because I put you there.
No.
I'm two up on you. Those are facts, Jack, and you can't argue a fact. So if you want to do it at IEW, tell your stupid little friend up there to get it booked. That's all you got to do. Are you gonna do it? Or do you got to ask your husband Damian Blade and your side piece Douglas O'Shea first?
I'll do it. I'll do it, but it needs to be an unsanctioned match because
I'm so fine with that.
It's gonna be a beatdown, dude. It's gonna be a fist.
I'm so down.
It's gonna be a brawl. It's not.
I could be the guest ref for it. Unless you have a better idea.
Sure, go ahead. I would love that.
This is gonna be personal. It's personal between me and you. Someone has to teach you guys respect because you don't have it. You talk about having respect for Blade or for Ruby. You have respect for Izzy. The only ones that matter are myself and the vets, like the actual vets that haven't turned their back on us, Ruby.
I'm sorry. Izzy Blackwell's in the Midwest Independent Hall of Fame, and you're not. So your opinion don't mean jack shit.
He's in the RCW Hall of Fame.
He's in the he's in a Hall of Fame nonetheless that Playboy will never be in. So
come on now. Give it time.
Hey, you know what?
Down quite a few times already. So
hold on. I mean, because my name just got thrown into this. Okay. See, look, I've got my hands in 3 promotions right now, and I'm worrying about, and I got to focus on people who come after championships over my left shoulder. That's one of the 2 I have. So I focus on that. I can't focus on other people trying to come after me or who's gonna hate me or whatever, because that's what I have to focus on. And just because I'm sitting on the sidelines watching this tennis match going back and forth, wondering who's going to score the point here. I got to be the referee in all this, man. So don't slap the referee. I'm sitting here just trying. I'm not turning my back on anybody. You've got experience, Playboy, and Exodus has got. He's got a good number. He's got a good number of years of experience. Who's still building his way up in the business as well. So I mean, I'm just looking over this field. Is all I'm doing, man.
You know what burns you, Playboy? You know what burns your ass?
What?
You want to know what it is?
Yeah, tell me.
I know why you don't like me.
Why is that?
Because when you look at a guy like me, and you look me right in my eyes, you see you, and you hate it.
No.
You know why? because you have always been a cocky, arrogant little prick, and that's exactly what I am. A cocky, arrogant little prick. The difference between you and I is that when I say I'm going to punch someone straight in the face, I don't do it from behind, and that burns you. It burns your ass that a guy that's 5'4" and 135 pounds is more relevant right now in a backyard organization than you are. That burns your little ass. And I love it. I love pissing you off. And I'm going to keep doing it until you come break my jaw.
Damn, he's asking for it,
This is
Playboy.
Man.
I'm still waiting for a decision from the board of directors to see which show we could put this on.
Oh, it's
I'd
not
say
like,
put it on June 26th. Why wait? Why wait?
You talk about a tennis match. It's gonna be a tennis match. It's gonna be a freaking bloodbath because it's gonna be an actual fist fight. People are gonna come watch a wrestling match. It's gonna be a full out, unsanctioned ass whooping by Playboy Double H on Chris Exodus. And I hope you bring your wife. I hope you bring your papa. I hope you bring your mommy, because I'm gonna beat you in front of your own damn family. Bring all your little friends. And just have.
I don't want Playboy Double H.
Jump in because I know you will, because they're gonna.
I don't want Playboy Double H.
Like you little scumbags do.
I don't want Playboy Double H.
I hope they see me beat the living shit out of you.
I don't want Playboy Double H.
Your microphone's not working, you idiot.
It's working fine on my end.
I'm going to be honest with you, gentlemen. Whenever I hear the words like these coming out of the mouths of men like you, I know for a fact we're in the middle of a potential
I guess he didn't pay his
blood
bills, huh? He doesn't have no microphone. His internet's down or something now.
My mic works just fine.
Hey guys, someone's trying to make a point here. Settle down a bit. Go ahead, Mark. Jesus.
No, I was just saying, you guys, this could be a potential blood feud. You know?
You got the old Wily Vet. You got the old Wily Vet Playboy Double H, and a guy who's got a number of years in this business, but still considered a young gun. Bang bang. And Chris Exodus.
Yeah. And I'm only seeing one end to this confrontation in this situation. And that's going to be you guys wrestling each other. It's going to have to happen. I don't know where, I don't know when, but it's going to have to happen.
It'll draw. I'm telling you, it'll draw. I don't know if it'll. I don't think it'll. It definitely will not. It should not be on the show for. I will say. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? He left.
What happened to me?
Look
I
at
just
that.
dropped out too.
Look at that.
Well,
but I'm the coward. I'm the coward, right, GQ? I'm the coward. Huh?
He's back.
Oh, he's back. Guess he didn't pay an internet bill.
No,
I used your line. See how unoriginal that is?
Wow. No, but I would say, in all fairness, though, don't do it on the show where you're going to have the IEW Heavyweight Championship tournament. I know that Playboy is going to be in that. I know, in all fairness to Playboy Double H, he needs to focus on that. No offense to you, Chris.
No, I get that. See, here's the thing. I don't want him to wrestle a match before we fight. I don't, because then he has an excuse.
Exactly.
Hey, Exodus. I'm hearing a different thing here. I'm feeling like this could be this could be a big fight between you and Playboy. This could be a big thing. I say leave him alone. Don't mess with him at the tournament.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do
date.
that.
You set your date. You plan. You prepare. You look at this the same way Floyd Money Mayweather looked at Conor McGregor and vice versa. This is
Here's the thing, and I just want to make this crystal clear for all the fans that are watching right now, for all the boys that are watching from the locker rooms. I want to make something really clear right now, okay? I don't want Playboy Double H. Playboy Double H is a shitty gimmick. I want Chris. That's who I want. I want Chris. I want Chris to stand in the ring across from Christian and see what happens.
Christian.
Wow.
So now you want to throw out personal names now. So now you want to make it personal. Huh?
Oh, it's already personal. You made it personal when you came to my house, my home in Centerville at CHWA. You made it personal when you put your hands on my brother. You made it personal when you put my wife's name in your mouth. You are the one, Chris, that made it personal. Well, you're the one that made it personal.
You want it personal? You better watch it because I'm going to beat your ass into your front yard.
Let's see it. Let's see it. You made it personal. I just told you.
Every time you go to your little job at your little smoke shop, you better watch your back, okay? Every time you leave to go to your little boyfriend's house or take the wife out, watch your back. You know what? Tell your wife to watch her back too, because you never know what's going to happen. Maybe I'll take her off to the side and show her what a real freaking man is, unlike you, huh? Should be begging for more.
You know, the funny thing is, you are just like Doug and Damien and every other vet that comes at me. You have no original lines. You bring up my wife, my company, and my size. You have no original lines because just like your gimmick, just like your career, you've never had an original thought ever or an original idea. That's why you're so bitter. You know what? Tell me I'm wrong. Back it up with fact. Back it up with fact, because I speak nothing but facts. Am I disrespectful at times? Fuck yeah. But I speak facts and I speak my mind, and ain't nobody on this earth big enough, tough enough to stop me and shut me up. It ain't happened in 9 years. It ain't going to happen when I step in the ring with you. It's not going to happen when Damian Blade shows up. It's not going to happen when Doug steps in the ring with me. It's not going to happen. You will break my jaw, and I will continue with my jaw wired shut to run my mouth. Shut up, GQ. I'm talking. I'm sick of it. So, fuck off. I'm sick of it. So if you want it, Playboy, Chris, whatever you want me to call it, if you want it, I just gave you my address to my house. You know where my job is. You know I drive an 08 Mitsubishi Eclipse. You know exactly where CHWA's at. I know where IEW's at. We both know where WPW's at because we're both on cards at WPW. If you want it that bad, quit being a bitch and fight me like a man.
Damn. I'm gonna fight you, all right. Ooh, did I stir you?
How about this instead, exhibit?
Yeah, good luck. See another original line by the cocksucker.
Hold on.
Oh, whoa.
How about you control your little potty mouth?
How about you shut the fuck up, fat ass?
Do you want this match or not? Little shit?
Hold on.
I don't answer to you, dummy. You're not the promoter there, and you're not the booker.
Wait a minute.
I am the general manager is what it is. And I just got the permission from the powers to be to book this match.
Good. What
June
date?
26th. Can you be there?
June 26th.
That's the Saturday. Yep.
Putting it in my phone right now.
Is it unsanctioned? Because I'm not wrestling any regular wrestling match because this is personal.
Oh no! Hold on. Here's the thing. Oh, Playboy,
what time's the show?
He wants unsanctioned. Why don't you take him to school in a wrestling match?
Either one's fine.
Because he wants unsanctioned because that's how him and his boys play.
Right. Because see, again, your memory fails you and you have no fact. I'm not a hardcore wrestler. I'm a 2-time state wrestler, dumbass. I would rather wrestle, but if he wants to have an unsanctioned match, I will beat the fuck out of him. It doesn't matter. Book it however it is. What time is the show, Mr. GQ?
You talk so much.
I believe 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
6 o'clock bell.
Good. Then I will be there at noon.
Okay. But maybe I'll just beat your ass then instead of wait for showtime. That's better.
Beat him through the ring before it's built up.
Well, maybe I'll just wait for people to show up because I can beat your ass in front of them. Put it in your show. Make sure you call mommy and daddy and tell them to show up too.
Yeah, it's a good original line, just like
Yeah.
every other line you
I'm
ever
gonna
say.
I'm gonna beat your ass, dude, so bad. I cannot wait to put my hands on you and beat the shit out of you.
Don't do it, all right? It would be a bad move.
Yeah, put it in your phone. Make sure you're there. Don't back out. Don't be running and hiding
That
and you know.
looked like an all-day appointment.
I'm sorry. Which one of us between us two has been fired for no showing? Because it certainly wasn't Chris Exodus.
I had better things to do.
Yeah, better things to do. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at IAW. You gonna have better things to do? Are you gonna have better things to do that day too? You gonna stub your toe? Is your hand gonna be broke? Is GQ gonna pull your hair too hard?
Fucking jaw is what it is.
Oh, I can't wait to beat
Yeah,
your
well,
ass.
GQ, just between you and I, you got one coming to you. You got a receipt coming. I didn't forget Centerville.
Oh man.
And I'm not coming. And just so we're clear, I'm not coming with the Unbroken. Not coming with CHWA. I'm coming by myself. I'll be there alone. I'll be there alone.
We'll see.
And I'm sure you'll have all your little PYT buddies if you got any left. And I'm sure Damian Blade's going to be there. And I'm sure GQ will be there. I'll go in outnumbered. I'll go in outnumbered.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, in the meantime,
We just got an idea.
In the meantime, watch over your shoulder, boy. That's all I gotta say. Just watch over your shoulder in the meantime.
I don't have to watch over my shoulder.
You'll be lucky to even make it a foot in that place when it shows.
I have heard that for a year now, and nobody's done anything to me yet.
Okay. Well,
you'll do fucking nothing.
That's them talking, not me. You get personal when you brought my personal name in.
Exodus, I have to be fair here. I have seen Playboy work.
Me too.
I know this man can hurt a person.
Sure.
Like legitimately in any situation, hurt a person.
Sure.
Okay. So like I wouldn't take that lightly. I understand who you are too, because I've seen you work also. So like
why would I take him lightly?
I know you have the ability. So this could be a primo matchup right here.
See, what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna prepare for Playboy. Playboy, in his mind, he's already won. He's not going to work out. He's not going to have a fight camp. He's not going to prepare because he thinks this is going to be an easy payday. Don't take me as an easy payday, because if you do, you'll end up like every single other big guy that thought he was something.
Yeah, it's like wrestling a midget, dude. I mean, it's like wrestling a little Kato or something. Like,
see, I just called it. Because I'm 4 steps ahead.
There's no need
Mark. No, Mark. Here, I will say, Mark, that last year, when Chris and Maddie were in WPW,
I think I'm in the show.
Yeah. So they were set in a tag team tournament that they were going to face actually myself and Joker. Can you hear me? Oh, never mind.
It's your cheap equipment is what it is.
It's not my equipment, Craw. I can hear you just fine. I can hear everybody just fine. I'm sure Exodus can hear me just fine. But what I was going to make my point is that they were set in that bracket before COVID hit, that Chris and Maddie worked in a tag team. Hold on. Let me bring Mark back on here.
That gentleman. Sorry about that.
It's all right. So, Mark, what I was trying to say here is that I know how Playboy Double H is, and I know how he can legitimately, put up a good fight. I understand that, but also keep in mind that the heart of Chris Exodus and even his wife Maddie, because last year before COVID hit, there was a WPW Tag Team Championship tournament that was supposed to take place in the semifinals, where actually Chris and Maddie Exodus were supposed to be facing me and Joker in that tournament, and they didn't want to back out of it. So
at least we forget that we beat Savage and Ivan to get there.
Yeah. And then somehow Savage and Ivan got into I don't know if it was a 4 corners match, and they ended up getting the tag team titles last October. But literally, Chris Exodus beat the current WPW tag team champion. So it's like,
didn't Playboy lose to Jake Prater before?
No. When did I lose Jake Prater.
No.
Well, hold on though, but Jake Prater is one of us though.
And guess who has a bunch of W's over Jake Prater? Me.
That's got a lot of W's over your boy TP Beckham.
That's great.
We're like playing.
I'm not
I'm
P.T.
about
Beckham.
to add another W to my win column when I whip your little ass. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a fist.
We're gonna see it. You're right. You're right. We're gonna see it. The whole world's gonna see it.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna see a lot more too, won't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Because here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna lay it out right now. Spoiler alert.
Oh please.
We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight.
Oh, we are.
And right when you start getting your face kicked in, GQ, Blade, O'Shea, and I'm sure you got a lot more friends, are gonna hit the ring. And I'm gonna be by myself. And you're all gonna beat the brakes off me. And you're probably gonna leave me for dead. Shut up, GQ. I'm talking. You're gonna leave us for dead. You're gonna leave me for dead. And then you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna keep fighting. And you're not gonna be able to kill me because just like every other promoter in this area, just like all the vets in this area, you can't kill me. You cannot kill CHWA no matter how hard you try, and that burns you to your core.
CHW's
I'm telling all the fans, all the audience people right now, I'm telling all the boys in the locker room facts. Why don't you tell them something they don't know? You ain't got shit on me except for my size, the size of my ring, and my wife. You're going to insult my wife. That's all you got.
That's all I need. That's all I need until I whip your little ass.
Because you're an unoriginal bitch.
We're trying to figure out which one your wife is.
Oh,
yeah. Is it Elride? I mean,
yeah. See, again, coming from the guy that said he went to a strip club, GQ, your opinion to me means nothing. You're an incompetent fuck.
But here's the thing. I would publicly do this, and Shaft would probably be there running his mouth, trying to block everything, though, too, that nobody will run in during that match. Because I know Playboy can beat your ass one.
Well, why don't we just, hey, Playboy, tell him right now, you ain't gonna need no backup. If you want to do it one-on-one.
I don't need backup to whoop this little midget's ass. I really don't. I mean, if they want to come there and support me, I don't need the vets there to watch my back. I don't need anybody to watch my back.
All right.
Your word. You always say that you're a man of your word. We'll find out.
Oh, I am.
We'll find out when your little treehouse friends run in and try to beat my ass at IEW. We'll find out.
They won't have to because I'm going to beat your ass. And GQ, make sure you have a local enforcement there. Make sure you have the medical department there because this little shit is getting taken away in an ambulance or a body bag, one of the two.
And I'm going to make sure he signs in the ring a waiver that we're not liable.
He's gonna have to sign. I hope you have good insurance. I hope mommy and daddy have good insurance.
So what kind of agreement are you gonna make Playboy sign, GQ? Because I'm not stupid, and I know if I do something really bad to Playboy, you can put me in jail. So what kind of agreement's he gonna sign? I'm not stupid.
We may just make it a match, but an unsanctioned match. That way, nobody's at fault.
Solves the problem.
We'll figure out something on this. I definitely got to do paperwork with the lawyer, the legal team, and everything. So
when can I expect the paperwork to sign it?
Mr.
Professional, give me a date.
I don't know. When's your bedtime?
My bedtime is whenever I damn well want to go to bed, and typically my bedtime is when Playboy Double H wrestles.
Oh, it's you're gonna get it.
Oh, he's definitely gonna put you to sleep in this match. Definitely knock you the hell out.
Right.
Finally, shut your ass up for once.
Right.
I'm gonna break a little jaw, then you shut up for once. I cannot.
I will. If you break my jaw, I'm just gonna continue to talk with my jaw wired shut. I'll write you signs. You're never gonna shut me up unless you put a bullet in between my fucking eyes, buddy.
Well, if it comes to that, then I guess I will, and maybe that'll shut
you ain't got the balls. You're not a criminal. You're not a criminal. You ain't got the balls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, guys.
Sounds to me like this is set to go then.
Yeah, I think. Yep. So I think, So as far as so I got the news as well. Whenever GQ was trying to put out the news, So June 26th at IEW, it is signed. Now, whether there's going to be more details come to the match on the stipulations, or like the special enforced rules, whatever. But it will be Chris Exodus versus Playboy Double H. So, but yeah, we'll go ahead and for those who tuned in tonight, I mean, like I said, this was impromptu, but I'm glad that we were here for everybody who joined in tonight. And yeah, I mean, it's we actually made some. I guess we made some matches, you know. So it's awesome that we've at least gotten to this far, talking about some things. Now next week,
Dave, what are you talking about? We got two grown men who are getting ready to battle. This isn't some BS.
Oh, I know. No, it's not BS.
Oh, this is not a gimmick. This is not story.
Yeah, this isn't gimmick. This is real life, and I don't like this little prick.
I don't like you either.
Good.
Well, so
at least we agree on something.
Finally, it must be a cold day in hell. I guess the devil finally decided to kick the AC on.
Wow. Okay. So before we start talking about next week, since you're on here, Chris Exodus, kind of give us a little bit more details of your shows that you are running and your new building and kind of chill since you guys came back here. If you kind of
Playboy, I want you and your buddies to listen real quick because this is where you can find me every single Sunday. 127 West MacArthur Drive, Cottage Hills, Illinois 62018. Doors open at 3. First bell's always at 3:30. $10 for adults, $5 for children. It's that simple.
Right. And yeah, so I mean, you want to be at a show? I mean, even though he's already said he's not going to be there because he don't want to be in.
Because he's a punk bitch.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's we'll you know where to find him. Now next week we will be talking with at least one wrestler from American Championship Wrestling because we will be talking about the upcoming show for ACW coming up on May 22nd, which yours truly will be defending the heavyweight title down in Hannibal against none other than the Night Train Gary Jackson, and we'll be talking about more about that. But as far as tonight goes, I want to thank Playboy Double H. I want to thank Chris Exodus, and I definitely want to thank Mr. Mark Bland for joining us here tonight on this impromptu live Falls Count Everywhere podcast episode, and for Mr. GQ, I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby. We definitely do thank you for coming out here tonight and sticking around with us. We'll be back here next week, and I promise at 8 p.m. next week, we will be here, guys. So, everybody here, we'll